Now we can look at the speaking journey and actually turn this into a little bit of a quiz. If we now look at all the roles that are actually available in the committee, plus also, of course, additional roles like, well, first of all, the base of all members, they all get involved in all of this, but also, kind of people getting involved as mentors or as buddies when they're buddy up with each other and support each other. So when we're taking a look now at the kind of list of committee roles plus the members themselves as well, we can ask ourselves the question how those individuals are supporting a member on each step of their journey. Just as an example, I will just kind of kick us off here with a couple of examples. The member of the public who's never heard of the club before may have stumbled across the club through a social media post, for instance. And the person who may have put that there may, of course, have been the Vice President of Public Relations, if the club has one. Often it's the president who does social media posts, so that's exactly what we would want to be entering here. Who may have made that social media post so that the person has heard about the club? When the person makes an inquiry, it's very commonly the responsibility of the Vice President of Membership to deal with those inquiries. Then when we're looking at welcoming guests, again, it would be the Vice President of Membership who wants to welcome everyone who's visiting, but it's then really also the responsibility of all club members to look after those guests. I've just given you a few examples here, and I would like to now invite you to take a moment, switch the video off, and try and fill in this little quiz by answering with what applies for your club. I hope you had some fun looking at the member journey and trying to capture who does what in your club to support the member on their journey, as well as to create the club community, or who connects the club with others outside of the club community, and also who does those very important activities to do with the club's money and with the club's data, particularly important in this day and age. So looking here at who maintains the club's records. So I hope you had fun doing that. I will not talk you through all the individual detail. I will not read it out to you, but what we will do instead is just really show you some slides with example answers. I point out we are not claiming that these are the only correct answers, because we know that every club might be organized slightly differently. I really hope that this highlights how important it is that the new club committee sits down at the beginning of the Toastmasters year and is very clear on who does what. I think that's a very important part of planning at the beginning of the Toastmasters year. So I'll now leave this slide up for a little while, and then I'll just switch you over to the next slide so that you can compare these example answers with your results. And of course you can pause the video at any time. I'll just switch over to the next slide. And if there were any areas that you weren't able to answer, perhaps if you're not a committee member yourself, or if you're really new to the club, then simply find out who your club committee members are and ask them. Find out from them who does what. I am sure they'd be very, very happy to tell you.